Oh, hold on. Because the World Health Organization reported 15,921 deaths have been confirmed worldwide. Yet our numbers are, let's see, where are they in here? I mean, with our numbers, it exceeds the world count. Well, excuse me? Our numbers are, the CDC reported on February 12th, so this is whatever came out February 12th, that 8,330 to 17,160 people have died in the U.S. alone. Now, that doesn't make any sense when you add up the World Health Organization when nobody could die from it without it being documented. How can you not know pretty much the exact number? And that's a big, wide range of numbers. And when you talk to the medical examiner's office and they tell you that no one dies of it with it, without somebody figuring out exactly what they died from. I'm looking at EU reports of the European government checking into the swine flu scam. And I'm looking at Georgia saying we have too many swine flu shots, come get it. Huh? And then I'm looking at your numbers on February 12th, and I'm looking at the World Health Organization's total confirmed worldwide. And I'm thinking, wow, at 17,160, we surpassed the 15,921 worldwide number. How's that possible? And so, as a citizen, I am highly confused as to what the CDC is trying to report to me in their report. So that's why I thought I would call. And I did, like I said, I took it upon myself to call the examiner's office, and I didn't ask how that would be to their site. They break it down and the U.S. is listed there. So I'm not trying to make this difficult for you. I'm just trying to get some answers. It seems like the numbers are going up and up, and I do know, I think about this logically. Someone's admitted to a hospital. A doctor needs to know exactly what they're fighting. And so how can even your numbers for possible swine flus admissions to the hospital are in the high 100,000s. I'm trying to find the numbers here, but between 183,000 and 378,000 H1N1 related hospitalizations. That's a huge gap for something that's confirmed if they hospitalize someone. Does that make sense? I'm just confused on, you would think it's not that hard to say, oh yeah, we checked them for this and positive or negative. And why, and something this incredibly controversial. But if you were a doctor, what would you do? Well, if I was a doctor, I'd want to know exactly what it is I'm treating my patient for. So the antiviral treats both. Okay. And, okay, so that, that might explain it. I just don't see how these numbers can be so, and the CDC tells you, hello, I'm sorry, it's a call waiting. No, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. The CDC numbers differ from the WHO statistics because the U.S. agency said it stopped reporting the laboratory-confirmed cases in 2009. And now they only report estimates of flu-related hospitalizations and deaths. Well, huh? I guess I'm just confused because I keep hearing all these commercials and all these government officials saying, go get this swine flu shot. And it's so controversial. You hear so many pros and cons against it. it's caused us to be under martial law at any moment. We're at a level 6 and, oh, well, we don't have to test for this anymore. Let's just throw these outrageous numbers that exceed whose numbers. Well, under whose guidelines? Every influenza is going to be a pandemic with the changing of the guidelines of what that is. I mean, that's just a given fact. But my concern is I would like to know more from my government, not who. I don't care about who. They take care of the world. I live in the U.S. I would like to know more from my government, more accurate statistical numbers. And I don't understand why they're not there. If it's this controversial, it's a pandemic level, wouldn't that be priority in knowing exactly the numbers to almost an actual the best you can come up with of being exact, not estimates? So don't get me wrong, but when you say a lot of people think that it's more, and then you tell me that they don't specifically say what type of influenza they died from, well, it's supposed to be assumed it's the swine flu, but yet the swine flu kills less than the regular influenza flu. So are these numbers inflated as swine flu even though they're not? I mean, that's a contradiction. You understand what I'm saying? I appreciate that. I just really, I don't know who to call at this point to get more precise understanding of the numbers and why it seems just logical to me that there is no way there can't be a more efficient reporting. Okay. Oh, thank you for all your time. Now they want me to do a survey on how effective that phone call was. Anyway, that was my phone call to the CDC.